Alright, welcome back to The Legend of Zelda on the Let's Play MJ channel. Let's get into it. Okay, so we were not in the best position last time I played. So we're still trying to find the second dungeon, and I cannot for the life of me remember where it is. I vowed not to use a guide, so we'll see what happens. I'm not feeling great about it. I'll keep it $1.50. Not feeling too good. I know it's over here. I genuinely, I cannot stress how much I do not remember where this dungeon is, or where the third dungeon is either. I typically, by this point of wandering around, I found the third dungeon. And I don't think you have to do them in any particular order. I think you can do them either order, but I like to do things in order. I mean, like, hey, it's numbered for a reason, so, yeah. Sorry, to make sure my mic is recording. I'm trying something a little different for my gameplay capture. Nothing too different. I'm capturing the audio separately, and then I'm going to go in and edit the audio back in, but I'm just capturing the game footage on my laptop. So I don't think that should change anything. I just realized, for the sake of like video editing, it makes it a little easier, makes it a little better. I like to have the clean game audio and my commentary. It's like two separate things. So we're gonna try that. We're gonna hope it's okay in this video. So yeah, anyway, what's been going on with me? So I've been off, off school work for a bit, about a week. Actually, no, not a full week. It feels like a full week, that's crazy. No, it's not been a full week. Sorry, I was like, wait, did I remember there was a fairy fountain up here? I probably did. I probably have been to this one on this very channel. Anyway, sorry, that distracted me. But yeah, so I've been off for a bit. Yeah, actually it is a full week, yeah. Or it will have been by the time this video is out. I don't know if we're a little peek behind the curtain. I cannot speak, good lord. This is what I get. Okay, we're gonna talk about this later probably, but I've done a lot of recording already today. So I try to like have Friday be like a shoot day. Friday, Saturday. I actually, now that I think about it, I got my days mixed up. But whatever, I went ahead to today as like my shoot day. That's what I was kind of thinking of it as. And so I spent most of my day today. I recorded some audio for a video. Like I recorded like the script for like I say long form. The video ended up being like 4 minutes long, but I recorded the script for a video to go up on my elusive secret channel that I've not posted anything to yet. So I recorded the first video for that today. And so now I will be editing that soon, trying to figure that out. That'll be fun. But anyway, I've done a lot of recording today already, so I'm a little recorded, I guess recorded out. I don't know. A bit not tired, but I've done this a lot today already. And yeah, as a little peek behind the curtain, I batch record the videos on this channel. I sit down like once a week on shoot day, as I like to call it. And I sit down and I play some video games for a bit while I yap into the mic, and I play the games that I'm currently capturing footage for. What sucks? I'd say sucks. But I am kind of like locked into doing, say, like I feel like obligated to like say finish Minecraft now, which like the goal obviously is to do that, and I want to do that, and I enjoy recording that series. But it's like, that's a commitment. And it does kind of limit, I guess, what I have time to record. Say if I want to do other kinds of videos. That's why I'm trying to keep like the wildcard day open, or like my Wednesday video. I try to keep that open to like something somewhat shorter, or like something I might not finish. Whatever, like not a full series. Games that I'm not planning to cover in full or in like large detail. like I need a lot of, say, like Zelda 1 footage, because when I do a Zelda 1 video, it will be pretty in depth, and I will have the need to have a bunch of game footage. Will I need game footage of me wandering around looking for the second dungeon? Probably not, but that's the way it's shaping up. So, but yeah, what's over here? Oh no, oh bother, woe is me. But yeah, so anyway, I'm working on like some other cool stuff I'm pretty excited about. This is either going to be the dungeon or it's going to be the starting screen. Yep, okay. I had a feeling it was going to be that. But yeah, I've been working on some cool stuff, so I was kind of talking about, I'm on break now. That's nice. And I've basically just been like nonstop working on creative projects, which just feels so good. It's like, I don't know, it kind of reminds me that like, oh my gosh, I need to make doing creative stuff like I need to make that into my job, because like I would operate so much better. I would be so much more like happy, I think, like as a person, if I was able to like spend all of my time just doing that for like hours straight. Like, oh, it's so good. It feels so good. And like it's like relax, like it's so I don't know. I just, yeah, like, because today I was working on like the video, and like that was the majority of what I did today. I worked on that video, and then I worked a little bit on a piece of fan art I've been drawing, because I'm sure I'll talk about this in detail more at a later date. But going into the new year, I'm really trying to be creatively active, and I'm really trying to like take it, like, I guess, trying to figure what the word would be. Trying to make sure I'm like fostering every kind of creativity like I have, like making sure I'm doing everything I need to do to be fully creatively fulfilled. And so that involves, making fan art. And it's cool because I'm like, I'm making fan art, but I'm noticing like specific things about like character designs that like appeal to me. And, getting ideas for my own character designs. I'm gonna fucking die out here. Good lord. Woe is me. Okay, lock in. That was 7 minutes. 7 minutes and I died already. All right, let's look out here. I really want to believe it's on my right, but I think it's on the left now, because we're just gonna try. We're gonna like just do this until I find it. But yeah, so anyway, where was I? I was talking about doing stuff. So I've been getting ideas for like my own character designs, because I don't know if I've mentioned it on this channel. I've mentioned it elsewhere, but I'm working on like a comic, right? Like that's probably like my long-term passion project I've been working on, because I really love writing. I love drawing, and so yeah, I there's a lot I want to do with that project, because I haven't written a massive like original project in a while, or really at all. Like, so I've done fan fiction, so I have done and like finished and completed like large fiction projects, but this is the first one that's like wholly original. These are my characters, this is my world, fully my lore, all that. So because of that, it's taking me so freaking long, and it's also, it's a comic, so that takes me longer to do than say just like, normal like novel style writing. There's a lot more I have to consider. Like I have to think about character designs, and I have to think about art style, and drawing backgrounds, because like I'll be so for real, I don't draw many backgrounds. Like that's just not a thing I do. Like I don't draw like nature much. I mostly just draw characters, and that's like always been that way for me. But I obviously need to be able to draw backgrounds, and I think especially for what I'm wanting the feel of this comic to be, like one of the core, like the absolute core inspirations for this comic. Like when I first had the idea for it when I was like 12 years old, I had it while playing The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, and because of that, like it was specifically like the nature of that game that inspired me, like that world. But like the actual like, oh hey, like the way it felt to like explore that world and be in it aesthetically. And so because of that, I really feel like nailing the art is important. And so yeah, that's been where like a lot of my energy's gone. I say that I haven't done a ton of the artwork because I've been so freaking busy. And I'm trying to manage that alongside other creative projects because, as you can probably tell by the fact, just by what I talked about on this channel, I feel like I kind of like stretch myself thin, but you know, whatever it takes, I suppose, to be creatively fulfilled. The thing is, like, especially like right now, I'm really feeling just the fact that like if I could literally do everything I want to do full time, like I would have time to do comic, make my dumb YouTube videos, do more like art stuff. It'd be great. But I don't have that time right now, and I think obviously like, it's just not really wise or feasible to like start out. It's not wise to like, I guess quit your job and stuff to do those things. Like you got to build that up on the side, and so that's what focusing on now, because I feel like there's no better time to build up something on the side than like when you're in college. I feel like it will be probably harder to build something up on the side once I get older, like once I'm in, working a full-time job. So yeah, yeah. Oh, I think it's up here. I think the dungeon's up here. I think. Oh, bother. Oh, no. It's around here. I feel it in my bones. I need some health, so we're going to... Okay, anyway. But yeah, so anyway, I'm really trying, like, especially, like, this next year, my goal really is to lock in on these things. I would like to be some sort of, like, a career. But also just, I think my goal more so is to improve my craft, because I've reflected a lot about this. Watching like a lot of YouTubers talk about their own kind of experiences. Honestly, like their horror stories on the platform. I say horror stories, but like just the way, like it can not be fun. And specifically, I saw a clip from one of Tommy Innett's videos, one of his more recent videos, where he was talking about how like YouTubers aren't as concerned with like their craft. And it was a clip I saw, so I might butcher some of this, but he was talking about, at least my understanding, about how like YouTubers can kind of like care less about, like a lot of them can care less about the craft and more about the numbers. Oh god, gambling. All right, I want to say 30 is the right price. Yeah, northwest, southwest. Here's the thing, I'm not ready for this, because that's going to take me to the 6th dungeon, I do believe, and I'm not ready for that, so we're just going to ignore that for now. I told you, like, I remember where all the other stuff is, I just don't. Oh. Okay. We're going to try something else. We're going to go here, we're going to go up. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, like, about, like, YouTubers and people like that not focusing on like the craft, and that's something I like even for myself I've kind of noticed, but like I feel like art people online oftentimes like don't, and this isn't to be critical, because like you can focus on whatever you want. I don't think it's bad to focus on one thing over the other. I think it's very understandable to focus on the numbers. Like I get that, but I myself have noticed like in art spaces it feels like people aren't really concerned about like the, I guess, the artistry, or like what, like I guess conveying meaning in the like with their art. It's more so just, I guess it feels very quick and consumable, and I think that's because of the way social media has like kind of trained us to view art, because we just scroll past it, we don't sit with it. Like it almost feels like you have to like make an animation or something like that for any like art to have a meaning. So I can even kind of relate to that into my own sort of niche. But like I do actually I have some cool ideas to do, I think, more meaningful, kind of like interesting, like experimental pieces. I've been thinking up a lot of cool stuff when it comes to like, I guess, craft, and that's where I am. And like that one, I was already wanting to like kind of improve on those things and think about those things a lot more. Even just like finding my own artistic voice and like developing that further. Because I feel like if it's good, you know, like the success will come, I guess. You know, so that's something I remember I read that I want to say it was in Digital Minimalism. It was something about like, I think there was a bit just like specifically towards artists where it was like, hey, like if you're good, you'll be okay. Like social media might be oh my god. Anyway, it was something like about how social media could be like a useful tool, but at the same time, like if you're good enough, you know, people will know. Which, and again, I'm paraphrasing here, and I read this book like 3 years ago. Like I didn't live in this state, so it was a bit ago, but yeah, I like that part's kind of stuck with me because I feel like I'm very much so not doing the digital minimalism thing. I was very into that sort of thing and like minimalism in general, which I still kind of am, and they're like, oh hey, I like having the amount of things I need, less like aesthetically, but just like, oh hey, like I would rather like, you know, buy something and have it work for a long time, and I would rather just keep the things I have until they break or what have you. Like that kind of minimalism, not really the aesthetic. I think the aesthetic is stupid and dumb. I feel like I'm a relatively maximalist person in terms of like the aesthetics I find interesting. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, I lost my train of thought. And yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I've been thinking, I guess, working on, you know, just defining like what sets me apart as like creative. What is my creative voice? Why should people care about like the things I'm making? All that stuff. Just kind of think about that. But I think really what you have to do, and like what I've kind of determined is best for me, is just to make stuff and to and I think I mentioned this before in one of these videos, but like to fake it till you make it. Like my goal is just to, you know, yeah, just like do the stuff, and I'll figure it out from there. But it's like I'm just going to, yeah, treat these projects with like respect and passion, and then go from there. And like just do the things that like make me come alive. And that was something specifically when working on like the video project I've been working on today. Like there were multiple times when working on it, and I promise I'm overhyping it because it's not. I think it's good. I'm proud of it, but at the same time, it's nothing much. It's a 4-minute video. But there were multiple times when I was like editing the audio, when I had to like get up and like, yeah, I was just like pacing around in the room because I was so excited that I was finally like making something like this. After just like years of like having this like in me, this desire to make this sort of video and having ideas for these sorts of videos. Like genuinely, I was going back through my Google Drive and I found like scripts from 2022, and I can remember writing things probably even earlier than that, in line with like this style of like writing that I did for this video. So I'm so excited to be like in a spot where I can finally make good on a lot of these ambitions. And I think that's ultimately like there's a lot of things I'm working on right now, where it's like, even though like, you know, I don't have really much of an audience at all, I'm like very happy as is, with like this and a lot of things I'm working on with my comic, which, like I said, the comic work has been slower lately, but I'm specifically right now I'm working on some really cool things. Like I have something for it that I'm hoping to have up by Christmas, like on Christmas Day. I don't know if that'll be possible. I might have to push it back. The goal was to have it done by Christmas Day. It might get delayed. Just realistically, because I have other things I would like to have. Yeah, I don't know. There's things I would like to get done by then. Because I'll be on. I'll be like trying to like take it easy. Christmas week. And so I would like to. Well, like I do enjoy doing this. I would like to take it easy and like focus on more personal projects or whatever. Like, I don't know, not stuff that is this massive or stuff I like really care about. I don't know if that makes sense. Just stuff that's like not things that I plan on immediately sharing with the world. Stuff that doesn't have like an internal deadline for me. And so because of that, I would like to have like YouTube stuff specifically, kind of like bulk recorded for a bit. Probably get that recorded out for a while. So yeah, because of that, I don't know when. I don't know if I'll be able to make the comic deadline thing. It's not really a comic thing at all. Like, it's related in that like it is connected, and it is, broadly speaking, a part of that. Like, it is. I don't know. I don't want to give too much away. But it's a related project that I'm working on to kind of like help me flesh things out a little more with like just the story and like character, less story, more so like world building and like character writing, but also something just because I want people to know it exists, and I need smaller things to release on platforms like YouTube. I need smaller projects that I can release to build up towards the comic. And in general, though, I'm not gonna get into it because I don't want to like spoil anything. So I'm just going to wait and talk more about it after the thing comes out. Like whenever I think it is no longer spoilery and feels more behind the scenes to talk about it, I will. But anyway, yeah, that thing, I would like for it to happen sometime soon. Love to have it by Christmas. I don't know if that'll be feasible. But it was like all I worked on yesterday. It was super fun, and I got like I feel like I'm pretty far along. Like I feel like I've got most of the systems set up to where the rest of the project could happen pretty quickly. But I just can't swear to that. So I don't know. We'll see. And oh my goodness gracious, we've not made any progress. I've genuinely just walked around in circles for a full 30 minutes. Or 22. So, yikes. I'm going to say this, okay. I will look at a guide, and I will get back. I'll look at the guide now, and if I don't remember what to do next week, I don't know. I'm gonna look at a guide now, and we're gonna hope that will help. That'll make it like a little more fun. Because like I don't just want to like look up a guide whenever I'm stuck, but at the same time, I also don't want to wander around in circles for 3 episodes straight. So, but yeah, I think this will probably be where we end the video. I just kind of rambled about nothing, I think, but thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next video with some Mario Land. Alright, see ya.